What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So, I was just getting ready to maybe get froggy because I did a top 3 list available now for members. If not, I'm going to start doing one every week, maybe more. But top 3 lists are always difficult. Everyone goes 5 and 10, but that's kind of a cop-out because you can give just about everybody their credit, and as long as they're in the top 5, people feel okay. But we're talking controversy here. When you go top 3, right, it's very hard to narrow different things down. So we did Showtime skills. So you can check that out to see the 3. But of course, Blitz Curler came to mind, and the best in the game at it, Sun, who's also the best at FC. It's crazy how that crosses over, right? But you got to give credit where it's due. And Sun's a ridiculous finesser. And the Blitz Curler is just the finesse on crack cocaine. If crack cocaine was good, it's not. Don't do drugs. But I was maybe going to spin for the boy, right? However, he is an advanced striker, and I'm almost positive our boy Zlatan will be. Now, I forgot about the early maintenance. No. No. But luckily, 3 a.m. will come back, and we will be able to finish everything up. But man, I forgot about it. It used to be 9 o'clock. Now it's 8 o'clock. Oh, I never thought I'd be so sad. That's okay, though. We're now in Division 2. We need to make some changes. So what are we going to do? We're going to head over to the handy-dandy helper over here, eFootball Hub. Now, unlike Footbin, I don't think... Man, I wish I could make websites, dude. I would crush... No offense, eFootball Hub. I love you. I truly do. But I would crush this. So, what I was going to say is I looked at the Sun card, and I really like that Blitz Curler, but David Villa is just about the same and has a pretty deadly Blitz Curler. And it's just not the same as it used to be, right? It's still ridiculously good. You still have to treat it with respect. If opponents don't mark it, you can score from it, but it's not nearly as OP as it was. And the way I want to play, which I want to show you, and I don't know if I... Okay, data pack. There's got to be somewhere in here. Let's take a look together. If you guys know of anywhere, tell me, right? But I'm hoping there's a place where I can do my lineup. eFootball Squad Builder. Maybe some startup guy created something like this. Database and card creator. I don't care about that. Man, it sucks you can't even access your squad during maintenance, man. Or get any, like, AI games in. They need to change that. I'm so sad right now, guys. Literally, I need a counselor. I'm depressed. Holy ads. Okay, so I see a pitch. That's cool. Now, tap download to start. I'll just tap it right in there, right? No. Hold on. Not happening. This looks like a bunch of bullshit. It better not just change my browser on me, guys. First of all, you guys can't even see what I'm doing, so I need to switch that around 1 second. Man, I'm pissed off. Alright, so... there's that. So, 2 a.m. Last time it was up early, like midnight, I want to say. But right now I have Eto, who's arguably the best striker in the game. But we could easily make some changes, and we're going to work on those right this second. So we're in Division 2. Games are going to be tough. We need to have our defensive cover. I'm working on my boy Patty V becoming a center back so I could start him and Jordan Henderson. In the meantime, though, I got... Well, so I could start... I was doing it so I could start Vieira and Beckenbauer, but then I realized I could play a 3-back, put Vieira, because I have his box-to-box version, on deep line. He becomes a center back. Put Jordan Henderson at the true number 6 spot. His passing's incredible. He's a great player. That Medensina's build on Jordan Henderson when he did the review was terrible, so do not listen to him. Jordan Henderson's an absolute beast, and he's in A form right now. Beckenbauer's also a beast, but right now Hendo beats him out. He even beats out Vieira. But for center back, Vieira will be perfect. CDM deep line. That goes to 4-back. So then I would have 2 CDMs. I need to get... Okay, so there's got to be somewhere where I can build a squad for eFootball. eFootball. If no one created this, dude, I'm gonna learn how to build my own damn one. eFootball Squad Builder, Pez Master. Perfect. Does it have the real players? That's crazy. How does eFootball... How do they not have their own squad builder, guys? What is up with that? That's crazy to me. Let me see what happens when I do something like this. They should have one. That's crazy, dude. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get creative on this bad boy. I don't need a conversion, just those templates. That's crazy. All right, check this out. Copy link. Alright, boys and girls, we're about to get creative here. So check it out. And you guys are going to come on and be like, oh, there's a place where you can do this. Until then, though, here's what we got. Use template. The hell? That's like the smallest version of the pitch. We'll do like this. All right. We don't want that over it. Alright, well there's a little tiny pitch we have to work with. Thanks, efootball, for not giving us something to work with. So now let's check this out. How's there not a database? Con. Well, we have Pele, so if we copy that image and bring it over here, boom. You know what I could do? I'm only doing 1/2 of the pitch. So I could do it like this. Goalkeeper can stand within the 6, so that's good. Goalkeeper back 4. Oh, my striker's standing there. So Pele will be underneath. Man, because I love Platini and Baggio too. So I'll put the players we need to work with. Pele's no matter what a starter. There we go. Alright, perfect. Pele's no matter what a starter, he's going to be an AMF because I don't want the deep line forward on. We'll put our subs out here. We'll even give it a little title over there. Boom. Why not a little decorative, you know? Boom. Get out of here with that. And please, at any time, someone feel free to come in and say, "Hey, dummy, there's a website for this. You don't got to do all this." That would be awesome. Kind of like FC has with the companion app. There's none of that, Phil. There's no squad builder. This is the best I can do. Oh, I'm putting money in. I already got to put aside, but I'm gonna go with 50 at first. I'm gonna do the little $50 first. Who do you think's released with him, dude? I hope it's a good pack. I cannot wait, bro. I forgot about the 8 o'clock. I almost went for that Sun card, Phil, that Blitz Curler, because he's the best Blitz Curler in the game. But I was like, dude, I got David Villa, and it's not as powerful as it was. So I'm going to work out how I'm going to pull this off. Okay, so we got Pele. We'll get the obvious. We'll get Khan in goal. Forgot which Khan card I have. I think it's this one. Do you remember which the free one is? I forgot. It don't really matter. Whatever. We'll do this one. Man, we need to get, in the community, we need to get a website creator, bro, so we can have someone make us a companion app for eFootball. That's our goal. Yeah, Dembele's a beast. He won't be that as fast, obviously, as you know, but he'll be a heading beast and he'll be great on the ball, dude. He'll be amazing. What a huge plus. What a great time to come to the E, baby. All right. And then I love Van Dijk. Van Dijk's, I don't know how I feel like Van Dijk's underrated, dude. I absolutely love Van Dijk. Oh, I got to go to other players though. He is a epic? No. He is a, I don't even think he's a Showtime, is he? Is that Van Dijk? He's a big time, isn't he? No. What is he? Is he Showtime? Is my Van Dijk Showtime? He is. But it's this type of Showtime. I forgot there's two different, like... Is it the Netherlands or the Liverpool? I forgot which one I have. They're the same, basically. I think mine's the Liverpool one, though. Can't remember. He's definitely a build-up, so we'll go. Make our keeper small. Van Dijk. So Khan's in goal up there. Van Dijk. Of course, I got the Showtime Bellingham, who's a beast. For wingers, I know he's not necessarily, but he does great at right wing, dude. It's this one. He does great as a right winger. He has good enough defense ability. He's a whole player, so he shoots up the pitch. Not the best defensively. It'll be nice when I need to sub in like a better defensive-minded player. I'll go Carvajal and then Silvestre on the left. And that's where I really need. I got Serginho, but Seedorf's better there, so right on the right. And then I thought about playing kind of like a 4-3-3 and bringing them towards the middle. But I like the width they provide. Almost to the point where four, 3-3. So I got my build up. We're going to work on this stuff. So Bellingham is in the middle between subs and starter. I don't know for sure yet. And then what other regular cards do I have in the mix? That might be it, right? Yeah, everyone else is no, I don't have Mbappe Showtime. I have, what would that, he'd be a featured player, right? No. I don't have him with boost. Not that. Not that. Whatever. We'll just choose this one. It's like a promo Mbappe. I got him from when I started the game, my new account. So, but if I put this one in, people are going to be like, bro, start that Mbappe. So I'll just do this one. Mbobster. Oh, he's not on there. I'll use this Vinny too. My two favorite cards that are like free. Players with boost. There we go. I'll just do this one. This Mbappe's on the bench for sure. As an attacker. Now I go to Zico's a beast. Let's go through here. I have this Cruyff. I think it's this one. Yep, whole player Cruyff. I used to have this Cruyff on my old account. Now I have this one. Deep line forward Cruyff. Now I have this one. Who's a beast, but he's not like my favorite of all time, believe it or not. Of course, we got Baggio. Creative playmaker Baggio. Wish that would just stay off. Why does that keep coming? I want to hide that. Mother trucker. Baggio. Of course, we have Beckenbauer. I have this Beckenbauer. Orchestrated Beckenbauer. Who's good for the link-up play stuff if I really care about that. And then I have Van Boyten, Destroyer. He could end up back in the starting lineup, by the way, because he's always been a beast. The Destroyer Van Boyten. Can you believe they don't have like a companion app type thing? That's crazy to me. And then, of course, Patrick. The only Patrick V that matters. I got the box to box, this one. Box to box. He's obviously in the starting lineup, and I'm thinking deep lining him. See, he can't play straight up center back. So he would be deep line right here. Forward, midfield, defensive mid. Okay. So I'll even put him like right here. He's in between there, okay? Good there. Platini. Classic 10 Platini, who's a beast. Didn't even mean to go after him when I did. I forgot who I was going after, what pack he was in. That's 11 players right there, 18 total. Of course, the new Hendo. Oh, yeah, I got to go into Showtime for that. Jordan Henderson's a beast. I already said this, but I'll say it again. It just shocked me how bad the review Medicina did on him, dude. His build, he had the worst build on Henderson I've ever seen for an anchorman, and then of course put him in second behind. He put him in second. He put Marquinhos last, Silva third, Jordan. He said Jordan was second. His favorite. Who was the fourth person? It was Silva, Marquinhos, Jordan Henderson. Who was it, Phil? Do you remember? I don't think it's at a discount. I don't think so, Phil. Maybe, though. But I don't think so. Black Friday's coming up. I don't know when that starts. It might be this one to where... Wait, when's Black Friday? So that would be... next week's Black Friday, right? Or is it is to this week Black Friday? I forgot. Is Black Friday? No, it's after Thanksgiving, isn't it? For right now, Hendo will be our anchor man. Vieira's playing deep line, so he'll be going back, obviously. Yeah, but who was first? He put Jordan Henderson second. Who did he put first? He put Henderson second. Third was Silva. Fourth was Marquinhos. Who was first? Who's the fourth player that he put first? I forgot. All right, and then there was... Turam. Starting right back. Alright. What are we talking about here? Alright, and then we go back to epics. So now we have Maldini. Right center back. Left center back. Left center back. So that would be the back four. So 3 center backs. He's deep line, so then it becomes basically 4 center backs. Excellent players there. And then we have the ball. It'll be 3 in the back, and then we have Hindo and Vieira. Now I need my other subs, which is one of them probably going to be a starter, but Sammy Samsung. I think I have, which one do I have? I have this one. It's a whole player. So he's playing as a no player role, center forward. Most likely with Zlatan. I'm going to pick some random player. I'll act like Thomas Mueller is. Zlati. You know what? Forget that. Just his name will go up there. So Zlati up there. So that's like a 2-striker setup with a cam, which is going to be Pele. So Platini and Baggio are on the bench right now. So So when we have the ball, my boy Patrick's there. It only gives me room for one. Winger. Four, 3-3 is what I'm going to do then. So Zlatan goes deep line as DMF. Then the other two I can either go out wide, but it leaves that middle open. Alright, so I'm going to think about this. if this would be better. I almost like it for the 1-2s. AMF. 2 CFs. And then obviously Bellingham's a hole player, so we can shoot up into the gaps. I might even choose between, oh yeah, and then I got, so 8, 9, 11, 15. 3 more players. Seedorf. My game on rest mode. Oh, so you can only play at half? In Andrew Robertson, that's right. Yeah, but once you're done with that half, you can't play anymore, right? Or is that some shortcut where you can play the whole time? Seedorf. Seedorf. On this left side. Then I'll probably have 2 separate lineups. Like this is the guaranteed, and then what I'll decide is if they're a team down the middle. Like that player I lost to 2-1 was all down the middle, so I'd probably put, like Seedorf's a box, and maybe Beckenbauer's an orchestrator. But then if I want to go down the wings and have coverage on the outside, oh no, I can put Henderson in there. What am I talking about? Alright, cool. So I'm cooking. Hold on. I'm cooking. Roy Fatini. Baggio. So that's 16 players. I need 2 more. Silvestre on the left. Who I'm a fan of, by the way. So if I want to go real defensive, I can put Silvestre in there. Offensive left back, yep. It is 8 players, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they didn't move it up to 23. I don't think, but if they did, whatever. Alright, so that Because I remember I had Van Boyton. These three are defensive. We'll include Seedorf as defensive. And these are my offensive guys. And I have one more player that I can use as a sub. Did I delete Henderson like a dumbass? I did. I'm a dummy. Alright, welcome to my companion app, by the way. Once I learn how to make this, dude, I'll hook you guys up. Wait, that's Silvestre. That ain't Henderson. There's Hendo, a defensive player. So that's defensive subs are... Five. 10, there's 10. That's 18. Classic 10, attacking mid, whole player. And then I had Drogba and Villa too. I think they did let us have 23. Because I had Drogba and Villa. That's all the defensive players I had. Drogba, Villa, and Owen. So if I want to go heading specialist, I had Drogba. Let's ask this. How many? I think it's moved up to subs bench from 7 to 12. So if I want a head ball specialist, I'd go Drogba, or I can go Owen. I already have Mbappe, so get rid of Mbappe and get Owen. Owen and Batistuta. I have Adriano too. Owen. And I do like Adriano, but Owen's a little beast. Owen and Drogba. I have, of course, the shittiest one, but that's okay. That's my offensive sub, so I have a heading specialist, advanced striker, whole player, creative playmaker, classic 10, 2 whole players because Bellingham. Four, 5, 6. And defensively, I have my center back, one wing back. I need a right-sided player, which will eventually be Carvajal. Seedorf, Michael, middle, crossing specialist. Just to have a crossing specialist in there. We'll go with Serginho. which I got that. So there we go. So Serginho. And there we go. So if it's 12, so that's the subs. There we go. And then if there's a couple more, because I have to come up with the starting lineup, or whatever. I think I have Rivaldo in there as well as a classic 10. Rivaldo is a classic 10. All right. So Pele. Where does it say his Showtime skills? It doesn't have it. Doesn't have his Showtime skills. That sucks. What the hell? Condition history. Why the hell doesn't it have... Should list his Showtime skills. I forgot. It's like Visionary Pass. Hold on. Pele E. That's crazy they don't have it. I just did a top 3 on this. I am all cards pretty. Phenomenal finishing and phenomenal pass. So both when he's off balance. Not the best. I'd rather have Visionary. Visionary is my favorite. Which one am I? But Pele's got to be out there because he's so good. Eto. What does the Eto have? From back in the day. Can't believe they didn't list their Showtime skills. So these are the players I have, Emmy. And I'm trying to, because there's no like companion app thing, I'm making my lineup. Can't believe they don't have their Showtime skills listed on here. Unbelievable. Don't see they don't have it. Unbelievable. have Showtime skills. Wow. I know Eto'o has phenomenal finishing. That's alright. So I have 3 more. So I go, I'm thinking defensive mid. If it's down the middle, I go defensive mid. I think I gotta go with an anchor man. And then a deep line. Sucks because Orchestrator works there really good too. But I already have... I could put defensive on Beckenbauer and start him over Hendo. Either Hendo or Beckenbauer will start here. Kind of do it like that. Right now I'm probably leaning Hendo because he's so good, dude. He's ridiculous. His interceptions are ridiculous. Right down the middle. At least while he's at A form. We'll see what changes after he's not. And then I either go Seedorf as a box-to-box. I'm going midfield. Box-to-box or left. Boom or left. Whichever side. We'll start him off wide left, though. So 3-2. Is what it's going to be, which is pretty much meta. Then on the right side, it's got to be Bells. Because Bellingham's ridiculous, too. He's a hole player, so if I wanted to, I could come in here. I'll get coverage there. Honestly, the way I will do this is like this. I'll tell you why in a sec. Switch that around. I got to do that in game 2 because how it will work is Eto's a hole player. He'll play SS. Or I could play him no playstyle center forward. Either way, probably no playstyle center forward. Pele will be no playstyle AMF. Zlati, I'm hoping he'll be a poacher. We'll see. Because that could also determine for if it's an orchestrator needed. I'll put Beckenbauer in there. Keep him defensive. And then Bellingham is a hole player. He'll shoot up and down. Really just moving up, but it'll come back some as a midfielder. And then same with Seedorf, naturally, just box to box. Boom, boom, boom. Then if for some reason I want to go defensive, I go Silvestre on the left side. Don't have a right side. It have to be Thuram. Pushes out, and then maybe Van Boyten comes back, and then I let Vieira and Hendo stay. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Is my starting lineup. Eto's freaking ridiculous good. I mean, I could go Cruyff as a whole player. If I wanted to go 2 AMFs and 1 forward, I could go Cruyff or Platini, or Baggio as a creative playmaker. I could go any of the 3. The way they're doing it, like the meta, is they're going 4. Vieira would automatically be back there, even though I can't play him like that. So it'd have to be like Van Boyten, 4-3-3. But they would have like Hendo as an anchor man, and then on each side they'd have they're saying orchestrators. But others do box to box. So let's say I did 1 orchestrator, 1 box to box, Vieira and Beckenbauer, right? Or I could go Vieira and Seedorf, and then they're going 2 SS's and 1 striker, which could be Pele, even though he's a deep lying forward and you're supposed to have poachers, and Eto, who's a hole player, so he'll go shooting forward, and then Zlati, who hopefully is a poacher, right? But there's no way I'm removing Pele. He's way too good. But it'll be interesting to see Eto. If I move to 2 SS's or 2 AMFs, most likely it would be 2 SS's if I did it like that, and then a center forward. So it'd be like a 4-3-2-1 basically. Or maybe, yeah. But this is probably how I would do it. And then Baggio would sub in for Eto, Platini for Pele, Cruyff for Zlatan, Owen or Drogba in case I need like specialist. If I want to go more defensive, I already told you what I'd do. Left side Silvestre, I'd move in Boyton back, push Thuram out, and either put Beckenbauer at center back, or I'd keep Vieira deep line, but still bring Van Boyten in, so it would change to a 5 back. But that's what I'm looking like. So I got wing coverage, 2 defensive mids, or at least 1 when Vieira goes back. It's very attacking. I may have to change it up, at least on the left, and put Silvestre back there. And then when Vieira slides back, I'd have 3 center backs. Thuram is a defensive back. And on the left side, it would be Silvestre, who then would shoot up the pitch, right? If I need to go more defensive, he'd shoot up and down the pitch. But since Thuram's staying back, I'd have Bellingham still out wide right, providing that width out wide right. Just on this left side, I would not have a winger. And then Seedorf would be out. Silvestre in. But I think they'll work good. I think Eto and Zlatan will work good together, or Zlatan might be one of those players that you want at the center of everything. You know, if that's the case, I pull Eto off to sub in for Zlatan. Zlatan will be great. He can head the ball, which is great for the meta. He's big and strong. He can hold. But that's where I think it will be good, where you can work off of a striker to work off of him, right? Like up to Eto, back to Pele, to Zlatan, then through, or Zlatan lays it back and then clip through. It could work out really well. But Eto's an absolute beast, so Zlatan. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Somewhat meta, but then not, right? And then all those guys playing that 4-3-3. The biggest thing is these two's coverage. So first off, I'd have to go deep line, and defensive. So deep line for center back, and he's got to have to stay back. Defensively, deep line. Offensively, he stays defense. And then same with, even though Anchorman typically stays defensive, if it's Beckenbauer defensive, right? Nothing on the attack, nothing on the defensive side. On the offensive side, I would say put defensive side. Nothing. I'd save that for man marking or anything like that I would need. And then on the offensive side, I have this already. And then counter target. I want these two getting back. Counter target on Zlatan. So I think if I did no play style center, I might keep Samuel Eto'o on SS so he comes a little bit back. Pele is my true number 10, getting the ball at his feet. And we work triangles here. And then we'll work give goes and up, back, and throughs between these two to get in. I think that would be awesome. So far, it's worked well. I mean, I beat top 6,000 players, top 8,000, top 10,000. I lost 2-1 to a top 2,000 player earlier that for one, freaking speaking of Bellingham, missed a chance from point blank, hits the post. Should have tapped it right in. It was ridiculous. And the goals I let up were those typical smart assisted, like, shortcut type goals. Chipping the ball up with a mark on Pele for Pele to head it in. Biggest shit I've ever seen. Then for the winning goal, his Pele ran into my Van Dijk. But that's just how broken Pele is. It's ridiculous. But it was so stupid. But you got to deal with those little things, and especially the players that abuse them, which is most. So outside of that, this has been working perfect. I mean, how much better can I get? Meaning, like, I can get better at the game, but tactically, how much better play of opponents, right? I know I'm going to face rats. I've faced them. I know I'm going to face top players. I've faced them. Now, we'll see. For being less than a week in and being able to play good football with this squad, I'm only going to get better, for one. I still have a lot of sharpening up to do. So if I'm already utilizing this setup good, the biggest difference actually is the 2 forwards instead of 1. And even like when you're looking at a lot, like in Dominator, he's using this 4-3-3, similar to what I have here, except for no deep line. Pretend Vieira is just a center back. Then you'd have Henderson, Anchorman. Then you'd have Beckenbauer and another orchestrator. Or box-to-box works. So you could go Beckenbauer and Seedorf. Let's just make it up. Wait. Yeah, Vieira couldn't play back 4. So it would have to be like, let's say Van Boyten back 4. Henderson at Anchorman. Well, see, that's where it gets... Henderson at Anchorman. Then I'd go Vieira and Beckenbauer. Because they say 2 orchestrators, but I'd go 1 box-to-box, 1 orchestrator with Beckenbauer. And Van Dijk, those 3. So that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was Zlatan. Yep, and so then I'd have Kahn, Van Boyden, Van Dijk, Thuram, Maldini. Then I'd have Henderson with Beckenbauer and Vieira on each side of Henderson. And then I'd have at SS Pele and Baggio. And then Zlatan at striker. But for me, I might do Pele at AMF. Baggio. I could even go Cruyff. Or Eto. AMF, SS, which is basically what I'm doing. He's free to shoot forward. In between. So he'd be like the wall pass. That's how I kind of set it up. Because check it out, you could do Pele could always overlap through, but I could do Zlatan's feet back to Pele, boom, through. Up back throughs here. Bellingham has room to overlap there. Seedorf can still get up, but he's going to get back and help like he is a third CDM. So it's kind of a makeshift 4-3-3. So that's what I'm looking at. SS, AMF, center forward. So that's where I'm at, guys. Think it should work out. And then there's always options. So hopefully if somebody knows how to create a website, let me know, dude. I'll get with you and put in all the work to create a true companion app. Because that was a lot of fun. And it gives you an idea, man. And when you're going to have these long maintenance sessions, you want people to still be engaged, bro. Like, look at all the engagement. This has now been over an hour, and I turned on the game and it was boom. There's no playing, and we still got an hour out of looking at how I'm going to set up. Now, before I get off, why do I think Zlatan is going to be an absolute beast? Well, let's take a look. Zlatan, height, weight, reach. Let's look at all of his. So he is 6'5". Okay, he's gonna be still great on the ball. He's gonna have ridiculous reach, jumping, all that. But he won't be like Drogba, who's more like Drogba is a great header of the ball, hold up man, you could say, but he doesn't have that magic touch. Like Zlatan was known for being magic on the ball and having a great touch. So now with 2 Showtime skills, you're looking at Zlatan probably having phenomenal finishing without a doubt. Shit, he could have acrobatic finishing isn't a Showtime skill. What's another one do you guys think? Like phenomenal finishing. They could give him bullet header. They could give him low screamer. They could give him whatever. They're going to give him something crazy. Right? And I forgot, Pele had 3 Showtime skills, didn't he? The king of football, they gave him 3. Phenomenal finishing, phenomenal. Or no, they just give him 2. He was the first one with 2, wasn't he? For some reason, I thought he had 3, but I know I think it's 2. What up, Big Boom? So, for one, if you know how to create companion apps or anything like that, dude, you should get into the eFootball stuff. If you want to cut me in, I'd love to help you create it, dude. I wish I knew. I might even look up how to do that. I mean, UFL Scout did it. I'm over here on Acrobat, or Adobe, sorry, Acrobat, Adobe, creating my own shit. It still doesn't look half bad, right? I mean, it would be awesome. Then you could put on there like what they're who underneath them if you want responsibilities, dude. Look at this on eFootball Hub. They don't even have. They don't even have the Showtime skills. Look at this. What up, Brown White? No Showtime skills listed. That's crazy. Where's Capello? Defensive tactics. What? Wait, manager updates. Damn, I thought this was it where you could put the players in. This is just regular managers. But they don't have anybody. Look at this. I mean, dude, this is way out of date. We could do some sick stuff with this. Can't believe no one's thought of that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So technically it's going to be like a 3-2-3-2 or 3-2-3-2-4-1. It could be listed as. But I feel like I've been doing fine against like some very good players. So I don't want to have attacking fullbacks. I feel like okay, so say I have attacking fullbacks, right? Once they get way up, they're going to have the same chance at like recovering. And I feel like what I do with Bellingham and Seedorf, I can get back manually in time pretty much. And there's good coverage there. I like what they provide from the wings. When they're not there, it felt too narrow. Like, I tried that 3-2-3-2 more narrow. And even, like, thinking about the 4-3-3. And I like them, being kind of wide playmakers, if you will. Because they're both great passers, great. They're decent enough on the ball. Especially Bellingham's really good on the ball. Can't believe with 90 finishing, Bellingham didn't tie that last game. I'm hurt about that. But I feel like Eto's just too good of a pure striker not to put him up there with Zlatan. I said Zlatan. And if I did, I wonder who I'd choose. I'm thinking about it right now. I'd have to look at their Showtime skills. I think Cruyff's phenomenal passing. Is Cruyff, Platini, or Baggio visionary pass? I have to look. And then if I have a game changer passer, I could always put him in after 60 minutes. Because I haven't been thinking about any of that. But I'm going to start. And I think my Showtime Van Dyke has aerial fort, but I can't remember. I have to check that. No, he has long reach tackle. I have to really look at all that stuff. Right, I've been skipping a lot of that, but now I'm up there in divisions. I've still have a lot of work to go, but little stuff like that matters, man. Like that last game was super tight. It could have came down to that, you know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. All right, so that's where I'm at, man. I'm gonna go chill. I cannot freaking wait. Can anybody give me the time maintenance will be over since it started an hour earlier? It should be 2 a.m. right? Let me see. Phil texted me when it happened last time. Let me check it out. All I know is I love eFootball. Oh, if you guys haven't checked this out yet, make sure you go watch this. And you tell me I haven't been saying this forever, right? You guys tell me I haven't been saying this forever. Look at this. That's coming tomorrow, the top threes. Well, it's out right now for members, but top three is such a tough list to create because I mean, you got to really think. I had a blast making that video, though. But this one's out right now, so make sure you check it out, guys. It's something I've been saying for a while. You guys should hear what Nick says about FC. It just shows I made the right decision. It just shows that little old me with little old subscribers. Just I'm ahead of these guys in the thoughts and putting all this stuff out there, bro. I'm ahead of these guys by months, weeks. But just you watch and you listen to what he says and tell me I haven't been saying it. The only difference is I know the answers. Like, you'll see. I don't want to ruin the video. Go check out this video. It's definitely worth it, especially if you don't appreciate eFootball or if you don't understand like what led me back here and all that. Like, it's a great video for that, and it might even help you kind of understand. So check that out. I'll be back on. Let me see what Phil said last time when it came live. I remember I was sleeping. He woke me up, and I was so happy. I was like, "Oh yes!" That's when you know it's a good game, bro. When you're pumped like that, and I know I'm facing rats. Like I faced one earlier, that top 2000 dude. But you know, you learn to beat them. You learn to still play good football, and sometimes you lose, but it's all good, man. Doesn't mean you don't get pissed, but you just work through it. Alright. Let's see where he said. Maintenance that they've been coming early. So give or take around 2 or 3. Servers online. Last time it was 1240. 1240. Yeah, no. Only because, dude, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting crushed by headers. I'm getting crushed by headers, and anybody with a bullet header, it's game over. Even the ones who don't have bullet header, bro, the players are just automatic crosses. They need to nerf that shit, bro. And I have pretty solid. I mean, Van Dyke's pretty damn solid. Now, that test, my highlights from that video was a test of an aerial fort burn who's taller than shit versus a bullet header Kohler, and you saw the results. I won't give up the video, but the bottom line is, like, what is that CR7 card everyone uses has? The latest 107 CR7 card. Is he a bullet header guy? Because if he's not, if you added bullet header to him, that's what makes it so special. It's like in this current meta. I wish it wasn't, but yeah, I won't blow the video. Yeah, you guys gotta check it out, man. And there's some interesting stuff on the passing ones. I bet some of you guys didn't know about that, and there's some good stuff in there, dude. It puts a lot of thought into it. If you guys have any ideas about my next one, but that's why I like top threes instead of top fives or top tens, because top tens and top fives can be cop outs because you can pretty much give everyone love, and as long as they're in the top five, like, oh, okay, I get it. I would have had that at number 2, but you had it at 5, okay. But when you have top 3, you really gotta think, dude. And you're thinking about the very best stuff and what makes a difference. I'll give you one example. Phenomenal finishing. Off balance. Right? Off balance. Phenomenal passing. Off balance. But what is one that gives you great boost throughout the entire game no matter what? Not certain circumstances, no matter what. Defensively, you can think of some. Offensively, you can think of some. And then you get to ones that have percentage raises, and you can look into that and like the percentage raise. Check out Showtime Skills if you don't know. It's a great one. Top 3 videos coming for non-members. You tell me if you agree, disagree, and why. And then give me your idea for the next one. I'm talking top 3 left backs, right backs, top 3 ways to score, top 3 biggest things eFootball needs to change, top 3 best gameplay attributes, like that makes you love eFootball, right? Top 3 things you would steal from FC, top 3 managers, top 3. You could go on and on and on, right? It'd be perfect, or it'd be perfect to kind of like deep think about the game. Top 3 best pezzes of all time. There's a battle there, a big battle there. That would bring a lot of thought. It's a perfect way to like give homage to a game that's been around for 30 plus years and that has so many great parts to it, and it makes you appreciate the game we have, even though, and trust me, I'm talking to myself here, even though like it's easy to complain. Yeah, top 3 strikers after tomorrow might be a different one. Right now, it's interesting because like Eto, Romario, right? Like, I've heard how good Shevchenko is, and he does kick my ass when I play against him. Baggio used to kick my ass, and I do love Baggio, but Pele came, and, like, Pele's ridiculous as far as you would put them in attacking mids, right? You would put them, like, Pele's technically forward, but not really, right? Like, he's definitely not like a poacher. I don't know. It's interesting. There's a lot of good ones. Top 3 attacking defensive players. And there's a lot. There's a lot. So we'll get it going for sure. Right now, I thought about doing one. There's another one. Top 3 best eFootball players in the world, and I have my list in my head. I don't want to give up that video, but there's 3 really good ones, but I know this is gonna like raise hell because there's a few people that like think differently. But yeah, Forlan, Van Nistelrooy. See, I don't mind Van Nistelrooy. Forlan, I have this shitty Forlan card, but he is actually sick, bro. Like, I thought about even putting him on. He has do like Rijkaard, like they have bad stats, or like my Hullet card didn't have the greatest stats. I want to show you guys something though. Now that we're on here, we might as well. We have time, right? Check this out. So my boy Phil put me on this dude. Is it J Carter or V Carter? It's V Carter, I think. There's my boy right there. Might be V. Wait, what? John Terry? No way, it's not Henri. It's not Henri. That's a lie. Ronaldo, Henri, and Terry. That's a lie. A new CR7 coming, dude? That's got to be a lie. Can we even trust this guy?
With
80K subscribers.
For your words?
He must be telling the truth then.
All you really need is hope. I just want you. You're gonna follow your dreams. I won't feel down. I got hope. Caution, I ain't gonna be.
Oh, he's a mobile. He's a mobile guy. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Dude, I thought the 30th anniversary cards were done. Is it another 30th anniversary? I thought they were done. Messi. Ibra. Messi, Ibra, and Coman? Dude, Coman is like a freaking box-to-box type of... His long shots. Low screamer, I bet he could have. Is that who they say is coming?
Not like confirm, right? We have to see. Whoa, Zach, bro, welcome back to this. Let's go. What was the picture? I saw already. I saw the picture. Ah, look at this. This one. This was the picture, guys. This was the picture. This was the picture, like which was yesterday. It was spamming. So, I mean, if you see in, I don't know Koeman ka pata nahi, but Leo and Zlatan is always like it's a line के ये दिया उनको क्या बोलते उसको compliment दिया है.
Messi and Pele behind
Yeah, we might see that.
Zlatan.
Yes, of course.
Why, do you have Messi? You have Messi, don't you, Phil? See, I don't. That's the one good thing about losing my account is I can give money up back to eFootball without getting dupes. I want to check this Pro eFootball that always has leaks. This is my leak account that I do for X, and it's pretty good. It's pretty trustworthy. Pro eFootball TG. I didn't get any of those players. Vitinha's got to be a beast, though. I got this Van de Ven card. I got that Van de Ven. I wouldn't mind getting that Valverde. Dude, what the fudge? There it is. Bullet header. See, I was right. Oh, Phil. I might be right on that. Dude, if they give him bullet header, oh my God, guys. He'll be, oh my God. The only Messi I had was the one I bought from that they gave the Messi and Neymar. And I loved that card for a while. And then it's almost like they nerfed him, dude. I love that card for a while. The Messi one, not Neymar. I didn't really like. I bought both. I didn't really like the Neymar. Well, I mean, I have Messi, but you know what I mean, though, bro. I have that. I have Messi. I had two Messis as well, and then I had I have one that's like okay, but I'm talking Messi, like Messi, King Messi, not old Messi. You know what I mean? You don't have King Messi, do you? Yeah, that'd be sick. So, um, you don't have King Messi. Like, I guess I had young Messi. I had the one young Messi card. I don't know. I love Messi, but I don't know. We'll see. With he would have probably Blitz curler and like fucking visionary pass or game changing pass or something. Phenomenal pass maybe. Yes, I got it. I get a free spin tomorrow. that's that's my bonus for putting up with Japan region shit, like the events that nobody plays and that I can't find matches in. I get a free spin tomorrow, boys. In addition to commemorate winning the Google Play Best of 2025 ongoing category Grand Prix, we'll be giving away one special player list lottery contract, which will be released in game tomorrow, Thursday the 20th, after maintenance ends. Please take advantage of this opportunity to play eFootball. Who use country region of residence is Setu, Japan. Yes! Anybody else get the free spin with me? King Messi. Was that the one that had like four? The one that had Messi, it had four players. It had Messi. Or no, it was MSN. It was Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Which, by the way, talk about a freak of nature. Suarez is one of those players, like, he's not necessarily my favorite, but I had him on my previous game account, sorry. And, dude, he could turn on anybody, bro. He would just turn on a dime. Ridiculous. Yeah, I get, you guys didn't put that as your, somebody told me to do that. How come you guys didn't put yours as Japan? Is there a reason why you guys didn't put yours as Japan? Oh, read this, guys. Halts my Bellingham's movement and moves him backwards. Yeah, this is what I've been saying. This is why you got to use Smart Assist. I've been telling you guys this. Look, I've been telling you guys this. I can't believe no one else. Thank God. This. Shout out to this jock. It's what I've been saying. It slows down your defenders, which is this, basically. He used the word halt, but that's what... Look how familiar this looks. And my boy... And you guys remember Kiyoma was showing that, too. I'm not saying nobody didn't talk about it, but... No, Cap, unfortunately. It was a one-time thing during, like, the release of... You can't. It is. Well, I get easy games for anything but the local events. The local, like, Japan. Like, I got 2 out of 3, so I missed out on 2 skills. That's what I missed out on, 2 skills. Suarez, Xavi, and Messi in 30, 10. That's huge, bro. That's huge. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, this is what we've been talking about. I hate how they do that, but that's what I mean by forces you to use Smart Assist, because if you're in a tight game and you're getting this shit done to you, dude, you got to do it back or you're screwed. Now, I'm not saying eventually you can't get there, but for now... Oh, nice. Let's read this. My goal is to get there, but for now, that's just how I feel. Okay, so wait, what? 3 different versions of Messi. We'll get all 3, maybe. And then the MSN pack will come, of course. Then the Black Friday. Let's read this. Rivaldo, Saviola, Kluivert. On 29th, Barcelona will mark its 100th. To celebrate the special kit, we will be holding a commemorative campaign. Cool. Black Friday. Let's see when this starts. Ends in 13 days, so let me think. And is this Black Friday one starting after maintenance, or is this starting by earning login presents or completing? FC Barcelona and AC Milan players in avatar sets. What's more, these players will appear with positions personally chosen by the players themselves, differing from their usual positions. Visit the club's official channels. Let's look into this. Nothing on here yet. Not much, at least. Look at this. Bullshit. Clickbait.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love. Once monthly
It's time to check out the news about football 2026. Today is Saturday, but tomorrow, Sunday, a new box of epics will arrive. And the new box, their video, right? He was a goalkeeper I really liked to use in PlayStation 2 back in the day.
Man, I could use that Bale as a left mid, boy. Ooh, I'd be cooking right now. He was out too when I first played, and I was like, I'm done.
All the players, okay? There are 8 special Tottenham players. Polina, Richarlison, some YouTubers are will be doing this. Just one detail.
Where's the Black Friday stuff, you shithead?
The Showtime Defender will only be available to top-ranked players on mobile. Between 1 and 100,000. Showtimes will arrive. Thing. I think they'll be epics this time.
They didn't really talk about much. All right, well, I don't want to blow all the fun, man. We'll get on right when we'll get on right when the game comes on. But man, I'll definitely be putting some money in. I think Zlatan's gonna be over. I think Zlati's gonna be overpowered because headers are so strong right now. Even if he doesn't get bullet header, bro, I'm getting beat. Like I got beat 2-1 earlier, right? What did the dude do? He did a fucking Pele head ball. Go ahead and look at Pele's heading. I mean, and he beat my Beckenbauer, I think it was. I had him manually marked, and he did a little like alley-oop pass from Romario into Pele. And so, like, if little Pele scoring headers, and you guys know how overpowered those crosses are, bro, to Holland and that CR7 107 rated card. And like Zlati's at 6'5" is going to be a beast. Then you look at the fact that they got to give him pretty good dribbling because he was a monster. He won't have the best pace in the world, but it'll be enough. He's going to have insane finishing. So, great physical contact, great finishing, great heading, decent enough speed, right? Good dribbling. And he's going to have really good Showtime skills. You already know it. Because Zlatan is Zlatan. Now, FC did the King Zlatan shit. You can't take away their promotion. He's new to the game. I never got to use him over there, but I don't, like, it's fine. It's air hockey anyway. Like, if you didn't check out my video where I compared the gameplay, dude, it makes me embarrassed to, like, just go watch it. Where I put Jinsu this one Canadian FC Pro and the real life highlights from Man U versus Real Madrid, the Galacticos versus the Man U that had all the greats, right? Before Beckham went to Real Madrid, Keane and Van Nistelrooy, all the star players that we use and the legends that we use in both football games, plus the gameplay from each game, and just compare real football, eFootball, FC, real football, and you'll be amazed at like what the fuck is FC. It's not football at all, but you like don't realize it until you really just watch it. So anyway, strongly suggest you checked it out. Why am I saying all this? Because FC did a thing where they made a team. They gave him his own logo, this red and black with Z. Let me show you it. And then they literally made a team full of Zlatan where he played every position, which is perfect because that's like so that like matches him, right? Check this out, dude. Look, so that's the logo. And then look, they gave him his own kits and everything. FC Zlatan versus Barcelona. Check this out.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling
can't
with your symptoms? It's
match
not too
this,
soon to
but
talk
that's
to your
okay.
doctor about an.
As long as
Well,
he
it's
plays,
always a great privilege to be coming to you.
as long as he plays like his real self, that's all that matters. Look, so look at that ZFC, and then look at the kits they gave him. Look at that, a team full of Zlatan, a team full of Zlatis, the whole team. That's pretty dope, dude. You gotta admit. Look at those kits. Bro, I wish eFootball would do some stuff like this. But look at that, dude. Tell me that's not cool. Look at that. As a keeper and everything. And as managing his own team. He puts the I in team. Remember that saying? I am the I in team. This is probably going to give you a good little air hockey gameplay action too. Well, it's frozen. Aww. Sorry, 2 seconds. The hell, man? Look at Zlati as a left back. Zlati as a CDM. Zlati as a center back. Zlati as a goalie. Oh, this is on the other gameplay as well. This is not on competitive. This is on whatever you call that. Authentic. But look, like that's cool though. A team full of Zlatis. And he just 6'5", he's just a beast, but you know, he's good at everything you could want a player to be good at in the attack, bro. Period. But damn, he could be a great center back, a great everything. So I think he's going to be overpowered. I don't know what you guys think, but he's going to be sick. Now, R9 comes out, bro. Sorry, Sammy Sam, you're going to the bench, bro. Then we really will be playing 2 CFs. But they would complement each other really well. Because I bet you they would do like different versions of oh my god, Ronaldo would be R9 would be so good in eFootball. You put the scissors on him, bro. Ooh. Picture R9 just scissoring folks and then burying the ball. I can't wait, guys. I'll be right on as soon as content drops. So I'm gonna try to go get some rest and chill. Thanks for staying along with me. I know it's not like high tech squad building, but it works out. So that's what I got so far. That's how I'm gonna line up. I'm gonna spend. Hopefully I get them, dude. You never know, man. I'm gonna have to top myself out. I don't want to go above like. If I can put 50 in and get Zlati, dude, I'll be so happy. Now remember, this is where I hate this shit about eFootball. You guys know, like, there's a lot I don't like. There's a lot I love. $70 and I got 0 from Pepe on my cone and Barzwan. Now, I didn't end up going the route where I was going to play the two attacking wing backs. I went with the left and right mid. So I'm fine with it. But it's still $70 really. I could have at least gotten Pepe. Even though I don't see anybody touching Van Dijk, dude. Van Dijk is my favorite center back. I think he's severely underrated. But that's just me. But 70, but I could put in 50 and get nothing. You know? We'll have to just see. And I wonder who the other two... Dude, since when do they not leak the players? Have they gotten way better with it? Because usually you know all three before they come out. But right now we don't know if it's Messi and Bob Coman, Big Bob. You know, if that's the pack, that'd be crazy. I don't think they would do a Messi yet, but I could be wrong. Because they got the anniversary shit coming out. You know we'll be involved in that. That would be crazy, but, you know, maybe. We'll have to see, man. So, you guys are the best, man. I can't wait to get on with you guys later. I'll be checking content around, like, last time when Phil messaged me it was around, like, 12:30. So, I'll check around then. I'm going to go chill for a couple hours, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I can't wait to see you guys here in a bit. They wait till about a few hours. Like, okay. All right. Hell yeah.